What's up, bozos? Bloodstain Lane, aka the Street Fighting Band Show of video blogging. And we had a very interesting week in the world of MMA. We had Dream 16 and we had UFC 119. And before we get into Dream 16, which was the highlight of my weekend, we're going to talk about UFC 119, which will go down in history as one of the worst UFCs of all time. A few thoughts before I get into the card. I don't know if it's just me, but I don't like the direction that MMA is going into right now. It's becoming a karate point scoring contest. It's becoming a cage humping contest. And it's becoming a lay and pray contest. Guys are not trying to finish fights anymore. Guys are trying to win 3-round decisions by effectively outscoring their opponents, by maybe landing one punch and moving. Guys putting guys against the cage for 2 or 3 minutes at a clip. Guys laying on guys for a whole round. It's just not, it's not as fun as it used to be anymore. I don't like the direction it's heading in. And for example, you know, the first fight of the night, you had Melvin Guillard versus Jeremy Stephens. And Melvin Guillard was always one of the most entertaining fighters in MMA. Guy stood in the pocket, loved to bang. But ever since he got with Greg Jackson, who I consider the Antichrist of MMA, he's becoming a very boring fighter. In this fight, I thought I was watching a rematch of Daniel LaRusso versus Johnny Lawrence from Karate Kid. I mean, these guys didn't come to fight, but Melvin Guillard was throwing one punch and running. That's not Melvin Guillard. And this is why I fucking don't like the fucking Greg Jackson camp. I think that these guys are not trying to fight and finish fights. These are guys that are trying to effectively win a fight by blanketing people and just, I don't know what the fuck to call it. It's just, I don't like the Greg. I think Greg Jackson is the worst thing that happened to MMA in a long time. You know, the fight was a very boring fight. Melvin Guillard ended up winning on points. I thought that Stephens should have won the fight because he was the more aggressive guy. He was pushing forward, and I think it was the wrong decision. You know, awful fight, awful fight. Next fight of the night, we had Sean Sherk versus Evan Dunham, and this is another fight, for example, that I can't stand the direction that this fucking sport's going in. You know, Sean Sherk's a tough fucking dude. Let's get that out of the way. That guy is as tough as they fucking come. You know, it was a closer fight. A lot of people saying it was the biggest robbery of all time. I don't think so. I think it could have gone either way. But if I had to give the fight to somebody, it probably would have been to Evan Dunham. Sean Sherk was just really trying to get takedown after takedown, but he couldn't get him. Evan Dunham was stuffing every fucking takedown, and when it was on the feet, Evan Dunham tried to finish the fight. You know, so another decision I felt was wrong. The next fight of the night, we had Matt Serra versus Chris Lytle, which is a fight I didn't even fucking watch because I was too busy stuffing my face with a turkey burger. But from when I was watching, it looked like a bad kickboxing match, so I really had no interest in that fight at all. Then we had one of the fights I was looking forward to, one of my favorites, Minotauro Nogueira versus Ryan Bader. And I do not understand the criteria in MMA no more. Little Nog pretty much effectively outboxed Bader for 2 of the 3 rounds. I thought Bader won the first round and Nogueira clearly won round 2 and 3. I don't understand how you could fucking outbox somebody for 4 minutes or 4 minutes and 30 seconds out of a round and lose the round just based on one fucking takedown. Never mind that Little Nog defended fucking 90% of the takedowns that was thrown at him, yet Ryan Bader gets a decision. So basically all you have to fucking do now is get one fucking takedown and you win the round. Never mind that you're getting outboxed and outstruck. Just get a takedown, you win the fight. I don't understand the judging criteria. Fuck Cecil Peoples. Fuck all these athletic commissions. I don't like the unified rules. These things need to fucking change. I tell you one thing that they really should bring back is knees to the head and socket kicks and foot stomps. Let's get back to fucking fighting and let's stop fucking seeing these wrestlers dominate everything. I'm getting sick of it. I don't even want to see these guys come out with their fucking sponsored t-shirts anymore. I want to see guys coming out with singlets and fucking ear protectors because that's what we're doing now is wrestling. I mean, there's no point. Next fight of the night, which was absolutely atrocious and disgusting to fucking watch. It was one of my heroes, Cro Cop versus Frank Mir. Now, I love Cro Cop. He's a personal hero of mine, but this fight was bar none the worst fight in the history of MMA. These guys, you know, I don't want to say too bad, but because, you know, I'm a huge Cro Cop fan, but these guys showed a complete lack of respect to their fucking fans. They did not want to fight. It was like a glorified sparring session. I mean, these guys were laughing and joking against the cage, and it was just sad to watch. And I tell you the truth, I thought Cro Cop could have won the fight if he wanted to. If he was just a little bit more aggressive. He didn't want to throw any strikes. If he really wanted to, he could have beat. Frank Mir had nothing for Mirko Cro Cop. Nothing. He couldn't get him down. All he did was lay on him against the cage. And it eventually cost Cro Cop in the third round when he got knocked out. Truly despicable card for UFC. Karate point scoring, lay and pray, bad judging, cage humping. Horrible fucking card. Please bring back knees to the head, soccer kicks and foot stomps. We got to get back to fighting.
Fuck that. Just bring in yellow cards. You won't have this problem.
Bring in yellow card. Bring in Yuji Shimada too. Fuck Greg Jackson. Fuck his camp. Not all the fighters. Some of the fighters I like over there, but he is the antichrist of MMA. So fuck Greg Jackson. And now we're going to talk about Dream 16, which was a spectacular card. We're going to get into the first fight, which was the Colossus James Thompson versus Deep Megaton champion Kawaguchi. And there was not much to say. James Thompson...
I have to say something. James Thompson got robbed.
James Thompson got robbed. Kawaguchi definitely got the Japanese treatment. James Thompson, man, he needs to learn how to start defending getting hit. I mean, that guy is a human punching bag. That being said, I think he did enough to win with takedowns and top control and some ground and pound. Kawaguchi definitely got the Japanese treatment in that fight. And then in the next fight, we had Mitsuhiro Ishida versus Wiki Akio. Now, this was a fight I was neutral on because I love both guys.
Same here.
But Mitsuhiro Ishida, you really need to start stepping it up, dude. I mean, I know you're a wrestler, but all you did was hold on to Wiki Akio and had nothing. I don't think you landed a strike in that fight.
It was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. It was similar to the Nick Lentz fight that took place in a couple of UFCs prior. But I actually thought Wiki Akio should have won that fight.
Me too, definitely.
I think that if you have an ineffective offense and you can't get a guy to the ground, the guy that's showing the incredible defense should win the fight. Wiki Akio's takedown defense was flawless in that fight. And then when it wasn't engaging on the feet, Wiki Akio got the best of Ishida. I think he did a lot more damage. I thought Wiki Akio should have got the decision. I think that more fighters should be getting credited for great defense than a shitty offense. That's just how I feel. The next fight of the night, I think it was Miyata versus Lion Takeshi. Takeshi, yeah. And I tell you, Miyata is a very impressive fighter, man. He's getting better every fight. Guy's a world-class wrestler.
How about those German suplexes?
German suplexes. I tell you one thing, Mr. Perfect has nothing on Miyata. Great performance. His stand-up's getting better. Lion Takeshi didn't look too bad either. Takeshi, I'm all fucked up right now, dude. It's
alright.
Miyata, definitely a future prospect to watch. I actually think that Miyata and Ishida should go at it next. Or maybe Ishida versus Hellboy. But let's get into the next fight of the night, which was, I don't even remember the next fight. Hold on. It was Hideo Tokoro versus Hellboy Hansen. Now, this is another fight that me and you were neutral on. What are your thoughts on that fight?
I'll be honest, I didn't expect it to go the way it did. I figured it was going to be basically a 2-round war, and didn't really turn out that way.
Well, Hellboy definitely had the advantage on the feet, but
you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think
somewhat.
Hellboy's a better striker.
Yeah, I give you that.
On the ground, I might have gave it to Tokoro on the ground, but man, Hellboy landed a nice triangle, and
that came out of nowhere.
And to finish him. Tokoro has a habit of getting too reckless sometimes, getting himself in bad positions. But nonetheless, Tokoro will be back. You know, Tokoro's not known for his wins and losses. He's known for putting on exciting fights, so he'll always have his cult following.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Props to Hellboy for getting back on the win column. He needed it after 3 straight defeats.
Definitely.
In the next fight of the night, we had Michihiro Omagawa versus Cole Escovedo. And let me tell you something about Michihiro Omagawa. This is a guy who I've become a monster fan of over the last 2 years.
No cat, no life.
It took me a while to get to me becoming a huge fanboy of Omagawa. This guy is the most improved fighter in MMA and is now officially a juggernaut. This guy has cream of the crop boxing, world-class judoka, and now he's subbing motherfuckers off his back, snapping fucking arms in pieces. I mean, I tell you right now, top 3 featherweight in the world, Aldo, Sandro, and Omagawa. I mean, the guy's incredible. Yoshida Dojo is on fucking fire right now with Omagawa and Maximo Blanco. So, I can't wait to... I think Omagawa should get the next title shot.
And might have just said he has the hottest wife in MMA.
No disrespect to Omagawa.
Oh, no. Hey, listen. But, total respect.
VTR, his wife is beautiful. And like I said, Michihiro Homagawa, man. Do you think he should get the next title shot against Bibiano?
I mean, if you had to pick a guy, it's definitely him.
Absolutely.
Definitely. No doubt about it.
And going on to the next fight, we had your boy, the street fighting Bancho, Takeya, versus Chase Beebe. Now, I know you're a monster Takeya fan, so what are your thoughts?
It was fucking awesome to see. Goes out there and fucking knocks motherfuckers out. What's not to like?
If you love fighting, you love the street fighting Bancho, Takeya.
The thing is, guys like this need to get more credit. Bottom line.
Absolutely. Guy goes out there and looks to knock you the fuck out. No laying and praying, no cage, nothing. He wants to hurt you. You know, and like I said, don't fuck with him because his biker crew will come after you also. That guy rolls deep. So, great performance by Takeya. I think, who do you think should go for next? What's his next fight?
Well, if Omagawa winds up jumping to WEC, there's no doubt Takeya is going to get the title shot against Bibiano. So
either that
we'll see how it turns out. I don't know.
Takeya versus Kid Yamamoto?
Yeah, I would let's see that.
Miata, maybe.
Yeah, no, definitely. Fights. For sure.
And the next fight of that, we had another cult favorite of ours, Minoa Man versus Satoshi Ishii. Now, Satoshi Ishii had like a 50-pound weight advantage. You know, he's one of the best judoka. He is the best judoka in MMA right now.
Gold medalist.
Gold medalist, you know. To tell you the truth, he pretty much just dominated Minoa with judo throws and top control. You know, I'm tired of. You know, I love Minoa with these super Hulk fights, but I want to see him start fighting guys his own size now.
Well, I'd put that on Dream, not Minoa Man's shoulders.
I put that on Dream. FEG, you're a faulty. I love Dream and I love FEG. I love you. You guys are my favorite promotion, but please let's start pairing Minoa Man with guys his own weight. He's a legitimate 185er. He could beat a lot of guys. Let's start getting getting on the ball with Minoa Man, fighting guys his own size. Then we had. I don't give a fuck what anybody has to say. The #1 lightweight on the planet, Shinya Aoki versus Marcus Aurelio. And what are your thoughts on that fight?
It's awesome to see as well. I mean, Aoki came out, took the fight to the ground, displayed some wicked ground and pound, and took the unanimous decision.
Let me tell you something. Shinya Aoki made a high-level BJJ black belt look like fucking Paul the Polar Bear Rollins. He made him look like a fucking clown, man. That goes to show you how best grappler in the history of MMA is Shinya Aoki. I don't care what anybody says. He made him look like a tool. Now, hopefully, we get to see the long-awaited Shinya Aoki Gilbert Melendez Part 2 rematch at Dynamite. It's the fight the fans want to see. It's the fight I want to see. So, let's get that.
Two great fighters. It's going to be great.
And I love Gil, too. So, let's get that fight going. Very quick recap of the last two fights since we're running out of time. We had Jason Mayhem Miller versus Kazushi Sakuraba, and it pretty much went exactly as expected. You know, Saku's way past his prime. Saku, please, retire. We all love you. We don't want to see you get hurt anymore. So, Saku, that's what I'm asking from you. And then we had the main event, which was Gegard Mousasi versus Mizuno for the Dream Light Heavyweight Championship, and pretty much went expected also. Gegard Mousasi absolutely dominated Mizuno, and is a new Dream Light Heavyweight Champion. Congratulations to Gegard Mousasi, who's a two-time Dream Champion at middleweight and light heavyweight. Overall, great card from Dream, as always. They never let me down. Can't wait for Dynamite. It's going to be awesome. Just want to give a quick shout-out to our sponsors for this video, BleedingMedia.com. Everybody should go check out BleedingMedia.com for they have all the up-to-date MMA apparel, Bad Boy, Tap Out, everything you want when it comes to MMA apparel, and they also have all the up-to-date video clips out there of what's going on in the world of MMA. So everybody check out BleedingMedia.com. Also want to give a shout out to our other sponsor, STBFightGear.com. Let me tell you something. I've used gloves before. These are hands down the best fucking gloves I ever used. I've used Windy, I've used Fairtex. These are the best gloves I ever used for kickboxing. These gloves are made straight from Thailand, so everybody check out STBFightGear.com. And I also want to shout out my boy Musab Barani on another great victory this week that took place Friday night. So congratulations to Musab Barani. Also be on the lookout for Team Takeover Radio, hosted by Hooligan, Gary the Grave, J-Ride, and a whole bunch of other Takeover members. www.teamtakeoverradio.tk. So be on the lookout for that. That being said, Bloodstain Lane, respect the shooter, FYL, motherfuckers.